I'm settled in.
You want to show them everything you have?
Water.
He's got his water.
The cupcake. And a coffee. And our ice machine's currently broken, so it has no ice.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. My nose started itching. It's freaking 10:22, and this man's drinking coffee. Didn't you just tell me like 5 minutes ago that you weren't tired?
Yeah. Where do I work?
Well, you tell them.
They know where I work. Where do I work? Because obviously you forgot where I work.
Well, what exactly? So you shouldn't be sleeping right now. I mean, you shouldn't be tired.
Yeah, I know. I'm not tired.
Then why are we drinking coffee? Did it just sound good?
Yeah, I told you coffee sounds good.
Oh, I thought you wanted it because like you were feeling a little tired.
I'm not tired. Coffee sounds good, so I made a coffee at 10:30 at night.
You know what? I'm not gonna say
Because
anything.
I work until 3 a.m. every single night, so I still have 5 hours of my day left, essentially.
Today.
And I'm usually awake. I work until 3, so I'm up until like 4.
So I went out last night, and I went back with my friends to their apartment, and it was still like 2:20. So I asked Seth, I'm like, hey, can you just pick me up when you get off work?
Mm-hmm.
We still went and got Whataburger. By the way, I used to say Whataburger all the time, not Whataburger, but I think it's easier for me to say it.
I say Whataburger. Most people say Whataburger, although we know it's spelled what a burger.
I think for me it's easier to say it in Spanish though. Whataburger. I think
What
it's,
did you say yesterday? Apple boobies?
I did not say. I said Applebee's.
I heard her say something in Spanish, and all I heard is boobies at the end. How do you say Applebee's in Spanish?
Applebee's.
Yeah, see, the end sounds like boobies.
No, it doesn't.
Applebee's,
No.
the pulbees sounds like pulbees. Boobies.
I think you have other stuff on your mind.
No, you just said boobies, and you can't admit it.
No, I said Applebee's. So we went to Whataburger, and then we got home like at 4.
I have a napkin.
And then we stayed up talking. Okay, go get a napkin while I tell them. We stayed up talking, and we ate our food and everything. And for some reason, Ella had a bunch of energy. I'm like, girl, you should be asleep. But anyways, so we didn't end up going to bed until like 5 a.m. You crossed right in front of the camera? That was rude, guys. I'm sorry. Yes. So we didn't end up going to bed until like 5. And this afternoon I woke up like at 2:30. I'm still a little sleepy. It's because I don't really go to bed that late. He was about to cross in front of the camera again. What were you gonna say?
What's crazy is I think they can hear me. What's crazy is I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's crazy.
Bro, my brain just went blank. What did you say? It was gonna bounce off of something you said.
I was talking about sleep.
Sleeping. What's crazy is you woke up at like 2:30. I woke up at 1. I was just laying on my bed.
On your bed?
On my bed. Well, I was laying on our bed.
On his
But I was
bed.
like laying on our bed on my phone. I was laying on my phone. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, I'm like starting to wake up. The only reason I woke up was because my mom called me. And so my parents and I, we talk every day. She's like, oh, like it's because we haven't spoke to you. So how are you? And I was like, I'm good. I was like, I just woke up. And my mom's so sweet. She's like, I'll call you later so you can keep sleeping. And then I look over and it's Seth just watching streams.
I was watching YouTube.
He was like this the whole
YouTube
time.
videos. I haven't watched a stream.
He's a little iPad kid sometimes. It's kind of funny. Also guys, we're in our living room. So we started realizing, oh my god, hold on. I have a story to tell them really quick. You keep eating your cupcake, Seth.
I'm making a mess, dude.
Ay, Sethito. Where's your bib?
I know.
Where's your bib at? Okay, just don't get chocolate on the floor. Because remember, we have a dog.
Yeah, I know, but she'll live. It's not going to kill her. It's not that much chocolate.
Okay, so obviously this episode's gonna come out before that one. I had filmed a episode with my friend Victor
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. I know we haven't posted in a bit. Honestly, we've just been like...
Well, we were supposed to have a video this last week.
Yeah, we were. Okay, so okay,
That's what happened.
here's my story. We had a video. It was good to go. And then when I listened to the footage, it was so echoey. I know we've had echo issues on the channel before, but this, I don't know why.
Yeah, this one was bad.
This one was bad. I was like, there's no CapCut. There's no AI that can save this.
Mm-mm.
So then I told Seth, well, he told me, because he tried afterwards. He's like, Carol, there's no saving this footage without removing the echo. So there was no episode, and I got so sad. So hopefully Victor comes on the next episode, and then maybe all three of us will be present, because originally that episode was just going to be me and him since Seth had to work. But that was very sad. Hence why we're in the living room now.
Yeah, she wanted to try the living room.
So the reason
it's quote unquote less echoey. I guess it is less echoey in here though.
I mean, not just that, we do have more space between us.
We do have more space.
And like, I'm not gonna lie, I think our house is decorated very nicely.
Yeah. Oh,
so...
and these microphone settings, ironically, are the same exact microphone settings they use. So I don't know what the issue was.
I don't know if it's because we were a little close.
I don't know. You guys seemed like you guys were closer than me and you normally sit.
Yeah, no. So Victor did scoot in his chair a little bit. And then, I don't know. We were just having technical difficulties. And honestly, when it comes to setting up everything for filming, I don't usually mess with the audio. That's all him.
I got it down.
So, oh my God, I burped. I'm so sorry if y'all heard that. But, oh really?
Nasty.
That reminded me of like SpongeBob. You know when they do zoom ins and it's all gross? My mom hated that.
Yeah.
She would get so grossed out by it.
Yeah, no, those were gross.
Oh, I don't know why the water's tasting so good.
I don't know. Earlier I drank like 4 glasses of water. I was like,
no,
like
I woke
5 minutes.
I woke up parched. I was like, so that makes sense. By the way, this weather, I know we talk about weather at least once throughout the whole.
It's because seasonal depression.
But you guys, this weather has been something else. Probably not even a month ago, we had snow. 3 days into that week, it was nice and sunny, and we started hitting the 90s. And then it started dropping for a little bit. And then this past week, we had a tornado watch. We had 2 actually, because we had one the day even before that.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of thunderstorm warnings. So it's been raining, which is not a bad thing.
Thunderstorm, tornado watches.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Everything. There's been tornadoes around us, but not here.
I was home alone when I got the tornado watch. I'm not from an area where we get those. So I was texting Seth the whole time. I was like, hey, what do I do?
She made an apocalypse kit. It was hilarious.
No, I was prepared.
You made an apocalypse kit.
So let me tell. You could tell.
I mean, I only saw one of 3 bags, right?
Yeah, one of 3 bags.
Yeah, one of 3 bags that was there. So I just know I got home and she was like, yeah, I unpacked 2 of the bags, but I didn't unpack the other one. And I was snooping around, and it had it had a pair of clothes for both of us. It had water. It had canned food. I was like, are you going into a bomb shelter for a week? What are we doing?
It had it had Ella's food. It had her leash.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know for sure that obviously if there's a tornado, go somewhere where there's no windows. And is it the middle of the house?
Yeah, middle of the house, no windows. It's because the middle of the house typically has no windows. I don't think it necessarily has to be the middle of the house. But also, in a lot of homes that were built like 70s, 80s, 90s, if you pay attention, a lot of them have a bathroom right in the middle of the house
It's because I
that
think
has no windows or anything. But nowadays, a lot of the rooms, like on the houses, like the middle of the house is the living room, the kitchen. All the rooms are built on the outside.
yeah. So
So it's different now. But yeah, a lot of houses, like my house back home, bathroom right in the middle of the house, no windows, no like exterior or anything.
and there's that little
Here,
spot.
same way.
Yeah, there's
The house that I lived in before was built like not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Built all of the rooms are on the outside.
Well, maybe
I'm
that's
telling
why that's why they're doing it
Yeah, I don't know if there's. I don't think it's.
on purpose.
I think it's a style
just,
thing. I don't think it really is on purpose. But yeah.
So the one thing I know is that, and then have a mattress and throw it on top of you, like in the tub.
Mm-hmm.
So thankfully we have another mattress in the garage. So usually I cannot push that mattress on my own.
Oh, Cuddle got it done tonight.
Dude, you best believe I drug that, and it was pretty big. I didn't even put it in the restroom, but I had the mattress on standby. And then I had three. I had 3 bags on standby.
Yeah, and guys, they aren't like bags that are like itty bitty. No, they're like the tote bags, the reusable grocery bags that are huge.
I was ready. So in one of them, I had like important documents, and I had things that I think I would need. And then I had food, I had clothes, I had a towel.
Did you grab my important documents?
Huh?
Did you grab my important documents?
No. I was going to.
Thanks.
No, I did think about it.
Oh, really? This is so one-sided.
It did cross my mind. But then I was like, no, I think I'm being dramatic right now. So maybe.
Yeah.
Dude, I even grabbed Ella's little cards or little. Oh, that reminds me, we need to take her this week.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take her.
No, back up. You grabbed Ella's important documents, but not your boyfriend's that has like, my for real important documents that I need. You're so weird.
I'm so sorry.
She doesn't care about me, guys.
Even I had my iPad charged.
Oh my god, she had her iPad with her, but she didn't grab my, my social security card.
I mean,
my passport.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
God forbid there's ever a tornado. I'm not home to grab my stuff.
I will do better next time. And I was actually on the phone with my mom, and then I was like, Mom, this is making me realize how unprepared we are in case of like evacuation or weather, whatever it may be. I think it's just essential. Literally, I was on the phone with my mom, and I was making an Amazon wish list. And I was just adding everything that you could potentially need. And I was telling Seth, I was like, hey, like we should really buy those fireproof, waterproof envelopes. So we can just put at the end of the day, so they can all be there in one spot. And if you just have to grab it, like throw it in that backpack. I feel like it's important that we create an emergency backpack or like an emergency tub.
Okay.
Because, yeah. Instead of me having like 4 bags like I just got out of the mall, I think it'll be just best if I walk out of here with 1 backpack.
Yeah.
Like a prepared human being.
Okay.
Wait, okay, but I have a question. So obviously you grew up somewhere where there was constant tornadoes. Did you guys have like a plan? Did y'all have things ready to go in case of an emergency?
Nope.
No?
Never.
Nothing.
Nope.
Why
Go to
is
the bathroom.
that?
Put the mattress over you.
That's it?
Yep.
No, mochila.
I don't know anyone that's actually prepared. I'm gonna be honest. Like, for real.
No, but okay.
I don't know a single person in my life where I grew up that have grown up around tornadoes that they like just don't hide. Everyone just hides. Like no one has shit ready.
Okay, but don't call
Not
me
that
like
I
I
know
don't.
of.
I don't think I'm being dramatic.
No, I don't think you're being dramatic.
Because,
Like you're like thinking ahead, and like something like that was to happen really is going to get rid of all that stuff.
like,
and it is good to be prepared, but I don't know a single person that's like that.
It's not even me trying to be materialistic. Like, oh my god, my stuff. No, it's just
like important documents. You know how hard those are to get back.
I was about to say, God forbid that like your home gets destroyed. you're most likely not the only home that got destroyed. So imagine trying to get your insurance or get your passport identification, whatever it is, trying to get a hold of those documents. And on top of it, maybe you don't have the scanned documents on your phone or saved in a drive. So I feel like that would just take time. And I think in a situation where literally everything is gone, like at least know you have that backpack or tub, whatever it is, on standby. But that's crazy.
No, I agree.
Y'all just winged it.
Just hope and pray, buddy.
Did you ever have to do that though? Like put the mattress?
No, we've never had to.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And we have like a ton of them every year, but we've never had to. Knock on
wood.
Knock on wood. We've never had to.
There's actually been, I think, one really bad tornado here in Lubbock. We recently found out that it was an F5 tornado.
Yeah, it was an F5, which is like the biggest of the big. It was a long time ago.
We looked it up on, what was it, 1974?
70.
It was on May 11th. The memorial's honestly really pretty, but I was looking at pictures. That thing destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we looked up F5, like if you just look them up on Google, those look scary.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're like 250 to 300 something mile per hour winds.
To me, it's just very fascinating because, like I said, growing up in El Paso, I mean, it is a huge concern, but I would say our biggest concern is a drought.
Yeah, y'all's biggest concern is a drought. We deal with drought. We deal with drought too. I mean, it isn't as bad as y'all.
I'm like, y'all are humid.
Yeah, we get a lot of rain during the rainy months. So, I mean, but we have burn bans just like you guys have burn bans. Like, ours just isn't as often.
Right now, there's just dust storms going on. I was on the phone with my mom earlier.
Yeah,
the sky looked...
It was really windy.
Then a bunch of memes started popping up on my Instagram of, like, Dune. I can't wait for the third movie to come out.
Yeah, I'm ready for the third Dune.
I'm
kind of mad that we watched them.
Why? You just wish?
Because I wish I could just watch them back to back to back.
Oh, actually, right now you say back to back to back. You want to tell them what you watched back to back to back recently?
Star Wars.
I've never seen it all.
I don't think I've finished it yet.
You're still not done?
Yeah, I think I still have. I think I still have one more movie or two more movies.
I fell in love with Anakin.
Yeah, but you haven't even caught up to me because I was watching it without you.
Yeah, you were watching it without me, which is fair.
I was watching it on my days off while you're at work. I have nothing else to do.
Yeah, no. First of all, I do like Star Wars, but honestly, there's a point in the movie.
It's kind of repetitive after a while.
I'm like, we save someone. Woohoo! Someone dies. Oh, and then.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, they're good movies. I do think it's a good movie.
I think I'm on episode 7, 8. I'm past the Jedi Returns. I don't know. I'm back. I've watched the like early 2000 movies, and then because I watched them in chronological order of what they happened, not like when the movies were actually made and published, I guess you could say.
Yeah, no. So the nice thing is that Disney Plus tells you like the episode, so how to watch it.
Yeah, so you can just go 1, 2, 3. And so I watched it starts with the early 2000s, and then it goes to the 70s and 80s, and then now
you start getting some good quality, and then
yeah, like the first one's not good quality, the second one's okay quality, third one's pretty decent, and then it goes to the 70s, and then you're fucked. Honestly, I will say the thing about the 70s movies is like in the actual like ships and stuff, it actually looked better than the early 2000s ones to me.
You think so?
I think it did, and like the smoke looked better. Because the smoke looked more realistic.
I'm pretty sure
it was real smoke. But, yeah, no. And then now I'm, like, in the, like, 2015, 2017. I think I watched 2017. So there's a newer one, I know for sure. There's at least one more that I haven't seen.
I think one of the first movies that I actually watched from Star Wars and, like, I sat down was the one with Rey.
Yeah, that
So,
was the first one I ever saw.
like, I think which is bad because
Well,
that one
it's-
was like from 10 years ago.
It wasn't the first one I ever saw because I've seen the original Star Wars, like the
Mhm.
first one, but I've only seen bits and pieces, and I only remember bits and pieces. And I watched it when I was really young, and then that's the one that I remember that I actually watched all of it.
No, yeah, for me was the one with
besides that-
Ray where they introduce BB-8. BB-8 is so cute. But I don't know. I like them, but I guess because we were watching them like
Because
every day.
I was binge watching them, so she was getting mad.
And I was like, I
You
don't
weren't
think
even
I
watching all of them either.
No, I would come in and out.
Yeah.
I would come in when he's like halfway through the movie. No, but it'd be interesting to watch it with the shows because you're just watching it.
Yeah, I kind of want to see. There's actually one show that I've been seeing like
The shows
commercials
the
for
shows look good though.
while I'm at work, and one of them looks really good. I don't remember what it's called. I want to say it's called Andor, but it looks really, really good. And the final season's coming out.
I want to watch the.
I think I want to finish
voice
the
cracked.
movies though. I want to finish the movies, and then I'll like go back and watch the shows if they look interesting enough.
I would want to watch the Marvel shows. No,
I've heard a lot of them are bad.
I don't know. I'm not.
I've heard, honestly, what I've heard is a lot of the Marvel movies or shows that were made like not like before Disney
Yeah,
or like were made kind of like outside of Disney's era of owning Marvel were better than the new ones. Like I've heard She-Hulk is terrible.
honestly,
I
that
heard
one does
WandaVision
not-
was like just a like drawn out and stuff like that.
You know which one's my favorite Marvel show?
Show? What?
Baby Groot.
It's like the only one you've seen.
Wait, I need to sneeze.
Bless you. Gesundheit.
Wait, I need to sneeze again.
Bless you. Bless you.
Bro, let me focus.
Bless you.
Oh my god. It went away. It went away.
Then you got blessed.
No, thank you, God. No, and we recently watched Sinners because when was it? We wanted to go to the movies last week
Yeah, but
for date night. But I'm gonna be honest.
the only movie that looked good, Cuddle didn't want to watch. So
Is it the war one?
Yeah.
It don't. No. It
it's
looks
called
good.
Warfare, and it looks really good. But she was like, I don't know if I want to see that in the movie, which is the best place to
No.
see that, by the way, because it's like supposed to be very shot very well, and like the graphics and everything would look. It would just be so good in the movie with the surround sound and everything. But no, we're not gonna watch that one in the movie.
No. I don't know. Like it seemed too serious for me. I don't know. If I go to the movies, I don't want to be like, very serious.
Yeah.
Like I want to laugh a little. I want to be scared a little.
We got scared.
I want to cry a little. And I feel like in Warfare, it would just be like going through one emotion the whole time. But I don't know. I may be
You're just
wrong.
really,
Yeah, my gasp would just keep
Yeah.
getting better. And like, no. I was like, no, I don't want that. And then we wanted to go watch Sinners, but it wasn't out yet.
Not yet.
So we went on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday.
We went on Wednesday. You guys, I really enjoyed that film. I think I'll give it like a 7, 8.
Yeah, I would say 6. A 6. I'm gonna go 6.
I'll give it a 7. I'll
Somewhere
give it
in
a
there.
7.
It was good.
It
wasn't like
whoa, like
yeah,
Okay,
whoa,
wait,
that's good.
what
But
I-
it was good. It wasn't a bad movie.
what I liked about it, I guess, was the storyline. Because, okay, when I saw the trailer, I was going through the comments on YouTube,
It didn't make any sense.
and a lot of people were like, oh my God, like they just gave away the whole movie. And I was like, am I dumb? I was like, because I don't know what's actually going
yeah,
on.
I
was
watched
like-
that. I've seen that trailer so many times, and that trailer does not add up to what the movie's like. To
All
me.
I know is that there's vampires involved, and that this film takes place in the 1940s.
Yeah.
So, and that there's twins. In this case, Michael B. Jordan, so handsome, may I add. Anyways, but I was like, what the heck? I was like, I didn't get anything out of this trailer. It looks good, and then when we watched it, I don't want to spoil it just in case someone who's watching this actually wants to go see it.
Yeah.
But I liked it. It was a little different. I definitely wouldn't go out of my way to watch that movie just because of the storyline. But I mean, once you're in the movie, like, you have no choice. You buy your ticket. I enjoyed it. I really did like
It gave me
it.
early 2000s vampire movie, but like up to date.
The blood was funny.
The blood?
It looked so fake.
You think it looks fake?
Yeah, I think it did.
Like
No.
yeah.
Okay, fake when they do
trying to think
the
of certain
wounds, like
parts.
when they do like stabbing and stuff like that.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
when I thought.
I thought you meant the blood itself, and I was like, no, I think
No,
the blood
no.
looked like blood.
But my understand. It's because I don't want to see. Well, I mean, I don't want to spoil it.
Well, if you don't want to spoil, I'm just kidding.
Fine, I'm about to talk about it. Wait, what did I say? That did not make sense. I'm about to talk about it. There you go.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Really? I think I did.
Your brain didn't work there for a second.
I think
You said, I'm about to talk about it. Wait, that didn't make any sense. I'm about to talk about it.
I think I just talked. Fuck, bitch.
What time is it? Is it your bedtime already?
It's getting close to my bedtime.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I think I just said it too fast.
I'm about to talk about it.
My
Wait,
brain
that didn't make
didn't
any
process.
sense.
Okay,
I'm about to talk about it.
so my understanding of sin. Excuse me. I mean, hence the name
Wrong.
Sinners. I think it's like a religious aspect.
Yeah, it is.
Like, the chamuco, and then
The chamoco.
yeah, that's like another word for.
Oh, the devil.
I don't want to say it, but yeah. And God, like heaven and hell. There you
Yeah,
go.
it was very much like
Heaven and hell. And it was nice. Very, very sad at the end
Yeah.
because
It also combined a lot of culture. Weirdly enough, like I didn't expect it to do that, but it did. It combined
oh my gosh,
like
there's this scene.
African culture, Asian culture. It even had like Anglo-Saxon culture, like the northern Germanic tribes that were in Europe back in the day. It even had like culture from there. It was crazy.
And then
I didn't expect that.
there's this scene. I actually don't want to like say a lot about it because I thought it was so good. But there's this scene where they're singing. So good.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite. It's a little intense towards the end of the song,
Yeah.
but I loved it. And then I think the next movie that I want to watch, I know we've talked about this before, but I really want to go watch Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, I want to see Thunderbolts.
Is that what it's called?
It's Thunderbolts, right? Or Thunder. Hold on.
Thunder. It's a Marvel
It's
movie.
Thunder something. It's like Suicide Squad.
But Marvel's
take.
version, yeah.
I think it's called Thunderbolts. Am I dumb? Yeah, Thunderbolts.
It
I
looks
think
good.
it comes out May 5th.
Wait, so this week?
May 2nd.
That literally comes out this week.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna be busy.
We'll be at the movies again.
What other movies? I'm trying to think of some movies that stood out to me throughout the trailers.
None of them. They're all scary.
I was about to say they were all
They
scary.
were all like horror films, and I don't like scary movies. And I was just sitting here like, during the trailers, I was like,
Stuff was like
I was
this.
like, I don't like these movies. And then also, what doesn't help is like, I was like, because usually, the reason they show trailers like that is because of like based off the film, right?
Yes.
And so I was like, I hope this movie isn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be.
You're like,
I was like, I thought it was
actually?
gonna be like, it'll have some jump scares, but it wasn't. It wasn't too bad. It had
No,
a couple jump scares, but
I'm trying to think, but yeah, no, all of them were scary. They seem interesting though.
yeah.
But you're like, I'm not gonna watch that.
The one that stuck out to me that was very interesting, and I wouldn't go see it because it looks kind of cheesy, but it was kind of like the Saw movies with the little dude on the tricycle that like tortures people. It was like that, but it's all these influencers. You were in the bathroom for this trailer.
Oh,
It's all these influencers that are like trying to gain followers and likes, like, and they're stuck in this house together. And if they don't like meet a quota, then they get like tortured
Oh, okay.
and killed.
Sorry.
That's aggressive.
Sorry,
Poor
plant.
plant. Is the plant all right?
Yeah, it's good. I got this at Burlington. No, I got this at Didi's. I loved it. It was $20. If you know anything about fake plants, is that they're expensive. But anyways, expensive. I just had to put that out there. It's that scary movie. I don't know what it's called, where each time they die a different way, but
oh yeah, that one looked creepy. I don't know what that one was.
Oh no, I'm thinking about some of the parts of the trailer, but basically,
it's like they die and then they come back to alive, and then they die in a different way to a different person, and it's like happens over and over, and they're trying to figure out how to break the cycle.
They're supposed to make it Until Dawn without getting killed.
Is it called? Wait, is it Until Dawn? I think it is called Until Dawn. Well, it's because there's a video game called Until Dawn when like we played it when we were younger. Dude, those were so fun to play, but terrifying at the same time.
Did you ever play Five Nights at Freddy?
No, and that is not as scary as Until Dawn.
Oh, okay.
No offense.
Okay.
But so yeah, there's a video game called Until Dawn. So I thought it was related, but I don't think they're related because it doesn't seem the same.
Oh, but aren't they coming out with a show? I'm sorry, finish. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I want to make sure I'm thinking about the right Until Dawn, because there were 2 scary video games we played when we were younger.
I don't know. I literally all I grew up playing was Mario Super Bros. And Pac-Man.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Until Dawn, this one is like you're like a group of like either older high school or young college friends, and you go up to like
the
this
game or the movie.
Game.
Okay.
And you guys go up to this cabin for some reason because your friend's up there and going through a hard time or something like that. And then like you get killed, and it's like a survival game.
Okay.
Where you're trying to figure out like who's like killing your friends, but at the same time you make choices so you can have a different outcome in the game.
Oh, kind of like the movie.
It's a really good video game, but it was like scary, and we used to like turn all the lights and play it at like 2 a.m. with each other as friends, and like I'd be like. We always had Mason designate the controller because he was like, he could actually play. I was too much of a baby. I was like, I'm not doing this.
You're like, no. Wait, that kind of reminds me of the movie Clue. So apparently when they released the movie into theaters, you know how the game, depending on the decisions you make, it'll impact on who killed. Like who did the killing?
Yeah, so they released it and there were like different.
Apparently, like let's say I go in for a show at 8. I go in like at 8, and he went at noon. So event like you saw a different version of the movie Clue.
Then they had different outcomes for different, which is cool, but at the same time, it's like.
Imagine you're talking about it with your friend. You're like,
this
it was
happened.
so and so, and
it was Mr. Green with the rope in the ballroom, and they're like, no.
I'm like, no, that didn't happen. I'm like, you watched a different movie, but I wonder if they said that to the viewer, or is
I think they advertised it like that,
or it was just later on.
I think they advertised it like that. I feel like they did. I remember it. I feel like I remember it.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Imagine you want to go in with the intention of watching a different version.
Yeah.
But you just watch the same one again.
It was Mr. Mustard.
Was that one?
With the knife.
I don't think I've ever played the game.
You've never played Clue?
No.
We don't want me to play Clue.
I just watched the movie. I remember I watched it. Spring break. It was in Colorado with Nicole and Emma. I was so intrigued. It's like cheesy, but
yeah, it was a fun game. It was like you find all these different clues, and you're trying to find like who the killer was, what their weapon was, what room it was in. I think those are the 3 criterias.
Yeah, I think those
are
the
first to find that out. Because like you just like pick cards and put them in the middle, and you like flip them upside down, and then you like play like an elimination game essentially. I don't know, it was fun. You like move around and stuff. It's a good game. Good little game.
Oh, have we talked about this game?
Farkle? Oh my god, no! I love Farkle though. I feel like people sleep on Farkle.
It tests my math skills.
Oh no, it doesn't, because it tests my math skills. I do all the math.
I help out.
I make you count yours because I want you to like.
I'm not gonna lie.
It helps you. I promise it helps you with math.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a good game for kids
Yeah,
who
I
are
think-
learning.
I think that's why it helped me. I think it helped me with math when I was younger.
It was helping me. But I think it's a good way of doing mental math,
Yeah.
like right there on the spot.
Yeah.
And I don't know, for some reason I was really good at it. That Seth was kind
It was
of.
just luck. It pisses me
Oh,
off.
okay.
The game is purely luck. There's no skill to it.
No, there's skill.
No, there's not.
I'm just
the
not
only
gonna share
skill
with
in
you.
it. The only skill in it is math, and that's not
For
your
all-
strong suit.
For all I know, you could have been fucking me over with
there's
the points
there's so many times I've told you.
that you almost did.
No, there's so many times that I'd be like, "Hey, you have points right there," and you'd be like, "Oh, thank you," because you didn't see them.
Honestly, thank goodness for him being nice because
I'm trustworthy
I'm.
with the Farcoin.
No, you know what he's a cheater with?
What?
Uno.
I don't cheat. How do I cheat in Uno?
You look over a lot.
If you're sitting here with your cards out here,
I don't
for
do that,
the
though.
world to see. Cuddle, you're sitting like this with your cards fanned.
Seth, I'm like.
If you want to look at your cards, take
I'm-
your cards, put them face down,
I'm
face
like
down like this,
this.
and peel them and look. Peel them and look. If you really want to play.
No.
Obviously, you haven't played a lot of card games because you should know how to cover your cards.
I play like this.
You play like this with it wide
No,
open, and all I
no.
have to do is go like that and see your cards.
Okay, but why would you do that?
Because it's Uno.
Did they not teach
It's
you?
not my fault. And you'll do this. You'll like talk to someone and you'll flip your cards
Okay,
towards
not
me or
on
something like
not on
that.
purpose,
Yeah, I
not
know you
on
don't
pur-
on purpose, but it's still like, what do you want me to be like? Ah! When I see your cards.
Exactly what you did
Just
just now. That's exactly what you should do when we're playing.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yes, that's
Don't
not
flash me your cards.
fair.
Yeah, it is fair.
I don't think
All
it
is
is.
fair. And
And what?
there's a quote. There's a quote that's something. All is fair in something.
Only cheaters would know that quote.
No.
No. Oh,
I'm about to find it.
I have this little Ninja Turtle arcade. Wait, what do you call them? Those that game right there.
Pinball. Right?
My mom bought us a little pinball of Ninja Turtles.
All is fair in love and war.
All this fair.
And
There's no love.
we love each other, and Uno is war.
I don't see it that way. I'm just playing a game, bro. It's not that serious. Honestly, when I play games,
No, you actually just play it for fun. I'm so
yeah,
competitive.
no. When they're like, "Hey, do you want to play a game for fun?" I'm like, "Yeah." Other
Yeah,
people,
like, and she isn't even paying attention and stuff, and like she'll just like beat me by luck, and I'm just pissed.
because I'm genuinely having fun.
Yeah, you're just having fun, like oblivious. It's like if someone was to ask you to go catch butterflies in a field, Kara would be like la di da di da.
Wait,
like,
were
just
you
with her-
gonna call me oblivious?
You're not oblivious, but you're just chilling. You're like you're oblivious, like in Farkle. Like you're just rolling the dice. I'm doing all the math.
I'm just
But
very...
she's like sitting here with her net running around in the field, and like all the butterflies are just going straight in her net. And like in my brain, it's a competition. I'm like swatting at the butterflies, and I'm just missing them all. That's literally what's happening
like, don't get me
when
wrong.
we play games.
If I
don't get it.
lose, I'll be like, ah.
Yeah, she doesn't care. There's no passion behind it.
No, there's a lot of passion.
There's no passion.
It's just I'm
I
not.
hate losing.
It's my thing is though, and I tell Seth, I'm like, this is bad karma, because every time I play games,
Oh,
he'll
talk
start.
shit.
He talks so much shit, and I'm like, don't do that because, oh. So last week I think we went to the bar and
Oh my god, dude.
Luis and Seth were playing pool.
Dude, we played 7 games of pool, and I went 1 for 7. I
Luis was
lost
just
6 games in a row.
He was just so effortlessly.
Yeah.
But do you see the difference? Not once
But-
did he talk shit.
No, he did. He did, but he wasn't talking shit like I was.
No, and I told Seth, I'm like,
But then even when I
stopped,
stopped, Cuddle, I was still like losing. So then I was like, whatever. I
because
was-
probably in your head
After like the 3rd or 4th game, I was like, I'm done.
you were mentally talking shit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like he kept on getting like all my balls would be together in a group or like be like the hardest shot, and I just look at Luis, and Luis just has a perfect shot straight into the hole over and over. And I'm like, what?
What would
Like
you?
he made some good shots, but a lot of it was just like there for him. But also, I don't understand the like physics of pool sometimes.
Dude, I'm terrible
Oh my God, you can.
I was getting so frustrated because
We were trying to teach her, but she doesn't want to learn.
no, it's just the way you guys were trying to teach me. I'm sorry. I'm sensitive. Like
Yeah, she's
like
sensitive
I'm
and
very
learning.
sensitive. So, when they were trying to correct me, they just kept doing
I
it.
think it's not even that you're sensitive. I think you don't like to be corrected.
And
I think
I
someone's
don't
a
know.
control freak.
I'm not a control freak. I promise I'm not.
I'm just
Do
kidding.
you need to get something off your chest right now?
Are you a control freak?
Nah, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
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 If you give me an example.
In pool.
No mames.
If you weren't in control, then you were mad.
No, I was not mad, bro.
I'm
I
just
was I
kidding.
was just trying to
Yes,
hit the
you
ball.
were mad. We
I
were
was
trying to
mad at
help you,
you.
and you got mad at
It's
us.
because you guys, the way they were trying to correct me.
I was
You
literally
hold on,
showing
no.
you exactly how to do it.
You can tell when someone wants to genuinely correct you. And I think this is why sometimes Seth and I get into small arguments because when they were trying to correct me, they were just making me feel like stupid, which is dumb. And I get upset
We
about
weren't
that.
making her feel stupid. We were just telling her what she was doing wrong.
No, so every time I did something, like let's say like I moved it or fixed my finger, no, not like that. See, it's not a good grip or like, and I'm like, okay, bro, like I get it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I was like, I don't want to do this. And I'm not one to give up, but if my mindset is already like, fuck this.
It's because Cuddle, we were telling you what to do, but you weren't doing what we were telling you to do.
I was though.
No, you were doing it wrong. That's why we kept on correcting you, and that's why you get frustrated. Because we were getting
No.
frustrated that you weren't doing it, and you were getting frustrated because we kept on correcting you.
Yo.
That's the issue. That's the cycle.
But the way they were correcting me was making me feel dumb.
I was showing you exactly how to do it. Like, I was moving your fingers and stuff. I was being gentle. I was trying to be gentle, at least.
No.
Okay.
I was like, I can't do this.
Maybe you have a different learning style than our coaching style. Like, it just doesn't add up, you know?
You know, I think that's why I was in tutoring so much growing up.
Yeah, you're not in a mean way. And some
I'm very
people,
slow.
You're not slow. Well, yeah. I was gonna say you're slow. I was gonna say you're very like uncoachable. Like, no offense. It's just very hard to coach you, Cuddle.
You know what?
You have a hard time like I don't know. I'm very much like a pick it up after one time person.
I'm not
Coaching people. I'm like, you got like 1 or 2 times, and Cuddle doesn't hit those. She's like 4 or 5 times.
Let me put it this way. I think this is.
It's like when your teacher is like, "How do you make a ham sandwich?" and you're like, "Lettuce, tomato, cheese."
Bro,
like she hits everything but what she needs.
Toppings. No. So look, let me. Okay. If I don't care to learn about it,
then she doesn't put any effort in it.
Which is bad because
it's so frustrating.
It's good to learn something new, even if you use it once in your life. But if I don't care about learning it, or I have no interest in it,
then there's no effort.
I'm not.
There's a complete lack of effort.
That's one thing my mom also struggled with me growing up, and that's why I jumped around.
That's why she can't do math.
No, but I do math at work all day. I need it.
Okay, Cuddle.
Like, I'm not bad at guys.
What kind of math do you do though?
Adding, subtracting.
Okay.
No, y
I
equals
learned
mx
to
plus
add
b.
and subtract in 1st grade.
I didn't say I just learned.
Yeah, I know, but
no, but I'm saying like I know my basics.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to get at?
You should be able to do fractions.
Oh no, Seth. If you give me stuff like that, then yes. But if you make,
What do you mean stuff like that?
like fractions, I could probably even do PEMDAS. I can do division, multiplication, and yes, I know those are like the basics. But
I mean, that's really all you need.
I'm like now if I really have to learn something, then obviously I'm gonna put in the effort.
Yeah, that is true. Photography.
Oh my god, you guys!
I was an addict right now.
I am. I
go
really
anywhere
want
without
to
a camera.
learn. I really want to learn.
You are learning.
I'm even investing a little bit more in equipment but I'm still doing practice with. Hi, Jorge. I'm still practicing on Amazon. They sell like these little cheat sheets. Like I'm actually going out of my way to watch YouTube videos.
Yeah,
Let me
when
show
she
you.
wants to learn, she does.
You know, no. You what I mean by cheat sheets? You know
Yeah,
how
I'm confused what you mean about
you
cheat
know like the
sheets.
little flashcards. So you know how Jorge has this little deck of like nursing terms and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
is it photography
Yeah,
terms?
it's photography terms.
That's crazy.
And I think I'm gonna buy it. It's like $8.
Yeah.
Talking about buying things. We went to this cafe. When was it? Yesterday?
Yeah.
We went to this
Sorry, I'm
cafe
disoriented.
and what's cause no I just thought about it. The stainless steel cups.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying I'm disoriented because of my job. I wake up in the afternoon and I go to bed early in the morning, so it like messes up my days. Like remember earlier I was like, what is today? I was like, it's Sunday, right?
Technically,
'Cause I
for
thought it was
Seth, this is his
Monday.
weekend right
Yeah,
now.
this is my weekend. Like Sunday, Monday are like my weekend. Tuesday I have school. Wednesday I have off. Thursday I have school and work. Friday I have work. Saturday I have work. So
I'm not gonna lie.
Thursdays are my worst day, dude. Thursdays at my job. I'm such a meanie head.
You're almost there though.
I know.
Like,
I'm almost
you-
done, and now I have to get a new job. I'm so happy.
It'll be okay. It's all about having a variety in that resume.
Yeah, I did get an interview for this week, so
I don't think I've been to that place.
PF Chang's.
Yeah.
I've been to PF Chang's. It's good.
I think I've only
It's
ordered.
actually, you think it's really expensive, but it's like on par with like Roadhouse. It's not that crazy expensive.
Roadhouse is so good.
Yeah, you can get like $13, $15 items. Some are maybe like closer to 20, but like it's really not crazy expensive.
There's
It's
this
good.
there's this pho place that we went to today. Seth loves it.
I love pho.
You wanna?
That's the name of the place. Is I love pho.
I was about to say
It's
wait.
I heart pho.
No, so we went today, and because we were gonna go get boba, and it's literally
I think it's 2 shops over.
2
3?
shops over, yeah. And I told Seth, I was like, hey, like, because earlier in the week we had been talking about pho.
Yeah, because I wanted to get pho. Also, I want sushi.
You still want sushi?
Yeah, we'll go sometime later this week.
We
Not
could go
right
for
now.
date night.
Okay, when's that? Tuesday? That's okay.
You're like, I can make it. I can make it until Tuesday.
Okay.
No, guys, we're running out of date ideas. It's just Lubbock.
Lubbock is so boring, guys. Don't move here.
And I know we don't always have
I'm
to
just
spend
kidding.
money, but I need to get out of the house at least once a day
Yeah,
because I'm home all day.
she's home all the time.
I'm just sleeping all day.
And my
That's what
problem
I'm
is like
doing.
I'm not home. I'm not away all the time, but I'm not home all the time. I have honestly a pretty good balance of both being away and home. But
That's why I'm ready to go back to El Paso.
my thing is like I'll get home from school. I'll get home from being gone all day, and she's been here all day, and she's like, "I want to leave," and I'm like, "No, I want to stay because I've been gone all day."
And it's
You see the like opposing.
and I promise, guys,
issue.
it's not one of those things where I'm like, oh, I need to have my boyfriend with me at all times. But honestly, it is.
It is.
He's
she
my
needs to
personal
have-
chauffeur. I'm like,
yeah,
"You do?"
Caro doesn't drive. What do you mean?
No, it's not even that. It's just, I think, I enjoy your company so much that.
You saw that video I sent you the other day, right?
What video?
Of the like it said married life, but I mean it's kind of how we are.
What was it? The Walmart?
Yeah. Well, it was like, you want to go to the store, and he was like, no, not really. And she was like, yeah, but I don't want to go without you. And she was like, will you please? And he was like, I really don't want to go to the store.
No, it wasn't
And
like
then
that.
and then he's like,
Let me
you know
see.
what? I'll go to the store with you because you really want me to.
Let me.
And
pull
she
it
was
up.
like, but you got to be in a good mood. And he was like, but I don't want to be at the store, so why would I be in a good mood? And she was like, because I want you there and I want you to be in a good
Okay.
mood.
No, here, I pulled it up. No, okay. Okay. So, and this is how I know when he doesn't want. So basically what the video is saying is like, oh, like, do you want to go to the store with me? And he's like, do you want me to? And then she's like, do you want to? And he's like, no, not really. And then eventually that's when she's like, oh, but like, I want you to come with me.
And he's
But
like, okay, I'll go with you.
but then it's like, no, but I don't want you to go with me if like you're already in that mindset of, oh, I don't want to
I
go to
want
the
to go to the store. Yeah.
store. Which it's funny.
Dude,
Honestly,
this is all the time.
sometimes as women, we do ask for a lot in that scenario.
It just doesn't make like.
Like,
I'm
I want
like-
you to go with me, but I don't want you to go with an attitude.
Yeah, don't go with an attitude when you don't want to go.
And then,
What?
but I still want you to come
Go
with me.
me? Yeah.
And then it'll be like, also,
Like I get
don't.
why like you wouldn't want someone to be at the store with you. Like you want the company and you want them to be in a good mood, but you can't force them to do it if they don't want to do it. That's the issue.
And then, and later on in the video, she's like, okay, but I don't want you to rush me. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to take my time. And the guy's like, okay, then I'll just stay home. She's like, no, but like, I want you to come with me.
Yeah.
No, but there will be times that I know that I want to take my time in a store and he's genuinely not in the mood. And honestly, if it's like that, that's just going to ruin my mood because I'm like, I want to shop and take my time.
See, the thing is I don't like to shop.
I just like to look around for stuff that I don't
Yeah,
need.
she walks around for an hour and a half looking at things and doesn't buy anything.
I was supposed to go
If
to Walmart
I'm-
just for dog food.
Yeah, if I'm going to the store,
That's what
I
you get.
have a list. I'm going to get what I need to get.
You know what my mom tells me all the time?
That's
know-
why I love when your mom's here because you guys can go to the store together.
Every day. No, but then even sometimes I'm like, you want to go to the store?
Yeah, even you get tired of it, and then you know how I feel.
And then I'm like, this is what Seth feels like.
Like, I don't want to go.
No, I need to wear what the horses wear for the races for horses.
Oh yeah, like the blinders.
That's what I need because that's what I
Yeah.
need. No, but what I was saying is that I think I just like your company. Not that I think. I do like your company. So that's why I want to be with you. And honestly, guys, I don't have that many friends. Like, I really don't, especially here in Lubbock.
She has friends. It's just she doesn't have a lot here.
Yeah.
Specifically.
And regardless, everyone has a different lifestyle. They have work, or they just want to go home and rest. They have school.
Also, I think the older we're getting, I'm starting to realize that like we got very much used to high school, where you see your friends every single day. But that's just not how it is when you get older.
It's a drastic transition.
It's hard
honestly.
to do because like you'll have different lives, especially like even freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
You see your friends every single day. They're in the dorm rooms with you, stuff like that. But then when you move away from that lifestyle of like living in student housing and stuff, you don't see them every day because you guys have different schedules, different
Like
lives.
you live in different parts
you
of the
don't live in
city
the
or
same
whatever.
house anymore. Like, yeah, that's
Like,
why.
Emma and I, we were like this our freshman year. We would literally knock on each other's door, like say good morning. We would walk to class and then like split, and then we would meet up later in the evening, whether it was for lunch, and then we would go each do our thing, and then we would have dinner, and it was very nice. But then once, whether it's you graduate or you move out of the dorms, like you were saying, it's a very drastic transition because I think that's why they always say it's important to enjoy your own company, because the reality is that a lot of the times you're going to be by yourself, and the reality is that sometimes what you want to do, not others want to, like they don't want to do it, and I don't think you should not do what you want to do just because you can't have someone go with you.
Yeah.
Which is something that I'm still trying to
I think it's good to
learn.
do things by yourself.
100%.
I think it's mentally good to do things by yourself. But I also think on the other end of things, it's good to be social.
Oh
It's
no,
very
no,
healthy. We're very social
no. Well,
creatures.
you find that balance.
Yeah.
I think one thing I've struggled with being in a relationship, it's very easy to be like, oh, I have my boyfriend with me, I have someone to go do this with. But the reality is, he may not want to do something, or he doesn't have to like what I want to do. So for that reason, like, why is he even gonna go with me in the first place?
Yeah.
But so like, there's still certain things that I don't do just because I'm like, who am I gonna go with? And I know it's not something you might enjoy. But then I'm like, no, like, Cuddle, like, you don't know how long you're gonna be on this earth. So what if you leave not doing those things you didn't want to do just because
Go do it.
you don't? Yeah.
What's holding you back? Just because someone's not going with you?
Anxiety. Just kidding.
Anxiety.
I'm like, I feel like anxiety.
It was like everything.
The orange anxiety from Inside Out. No, for example, I'm trying to think. Traveling. But I really want to do it, but I think about all the things that could go wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Which,
that's what's scary about traveling. There's so many things that can go wrong.
Especially because I want to go to another country. Like, I don't want to go somewhere.
Over here.
Like, I want to go to another country. I'm like, oh my gosh, transportation.
Spain. Yeah, transportation,
safety.
Housing. Safety. What if you miss your baggage or something?
And it's just one of those things of when you go to a new place. Yeah. But honestly, I know I'm going to do it. I want to do it because I think that's one of my top things. And maybe I'm going a little drastic right now with saying a whole other country. And like you were telling me, like, maybe just start small and go to another state. Yeah. So you can, get a feel.
Like, go to another state. Or like even go to Mexico City where you have family. Like,
so just
if something was to happen, at least you have something.
What's something you would say you would want to do by yourself?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything. I mean, I want to travel, but I like traveling with you. I don't really care to travel by myself. I mean, I think if I was single, then I would travel by myself.
I think my issue with wanting to travel by myself, and this comes from like social media being like very unrealistic sometimes. I feel like solo traveling sometimes is very glamorized, where and don't get me wrong, maybe for some people
it's really cool, but like, I like to experience things and have memories with other people.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I don't like having like, oh, I went to the Statue of Liberty. Oh, that's so cool. And then like you can be like, oh,
like someone to bounce, like someone to bounce your memory with.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god, do you remember this time when we did that? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And again,
like, oh, cool, you went to the Statue of Liberty by yourself. Like, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense.
I love traveling, especially with him, because like he said, I take pictures of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another thing. I can't even prove if I went somewhere, I wouldn't even be able to prove it.
No,
I don't take pictures.
The only way you can prove it is, Cuddle, can you send me a picture?
It'd be like we're in the 1980s or the 1980s. They had cameras then. It'd be like the 1930s.
And they're like, oh.
They're like, oh, you went to the Statue of Liberty. You're like, oh yeah, like look at this postcard I have.
look at this look at this little pin that I brought back with me. No, it's just something I want to do. Yeah. Like it's one of those things where
if you want to, go ahead.
Like, I want to do it, but depending on how my experience goes and everything. But I do like traveling with you a lot because maybe you found recommendations from that place that I didn't see, and like, or someone to talk with. Like, it's good to have company.
I like to come back and we get to talk about like Cabos together, and we get to tell people.
It was really fun. I'm like, I want to go to the beach now.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Traveling alone just doesn't seem appealing. But I mean, I don't know. I don't do a lot of things alone. Like, I don't like going to restaurants by myself.
I actually love that.
Yeah, she loves going to restaurants by herself. I don't. If I'm going to go, I want to go with someone.
I do that a lot. Well, not as much anymore.
Also probably doesn't help. I am such a people watcher. I stare. It's bad.
Honestly, guys, thank God I'm not like toxic or Or
Cuddle goes,
because
stop staring.
And-
I'm like, oh, my bad.
I don't even tell him stop staring. Like, oh, like, why are you staring at that girl? No, it's because this
I
man
stare at
will-
everyone.
he stares at everyone and he'll lock in.
It's because I'm a people watcher. I get interested in what they're doing, which you would think with me being a people watcher that I would like to do things by myself and like watch people.
Europe is your
But
place
I
to go.
don't.
Europe is your place to go
Yeah.
because you know how a lot of the cafes are set up. It's intentional.
Oh, also another thing, it's weird. I love like the airport and like being on airplanes by myself.
I do, but then I
love that.
I get scared because my ears.
You know why I
My
get
ears-
scared? Because you have my ticket information and you don't keep me updated. That's what scares me.
that I'm not updating.
Yeah, there was one time I would have missed the flight if I hadn't checked the board, and she didn't say anything at all about a flight change.
Hey, I sent you the QR code. Okay, the rest was on your.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm glad I was periodically checking the board.
No, I didn't do it on purpose. It kind of just happened.
Yeah, she gets a live update. I'm having to like check a board periodically. And
No, I see
she
the
didn't
live
even seem
update
to-
and I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, she's like, oh, says flight changed. Oh, cool.
Dude, that's it. I'm booking a flight right now. I'm going to.
Where are you going?
Good question.
Um,
Washington
Washington State or DC?
State.
Washington State's really pretty. It just rains a lot.
I see all these videos.
Oh, it's
of
I'm telling you, it's
trails and-
so pretty, but it just rains so much.
Dude, seasonal depression is a real thing.
Dude, I'm telling you,
I learned
like,
about it probably like 2 years ago, and when it rains, when it's cold, I am.
Yeah, like the winters in Texas, for some reason, it's just cloudy the entire.
Bro, you don't want to do anything. Maybe
Yeah, it's cloudy for like months on end, and it's just like, who wants to go outside when it's cloudy and stuff? And that's why Seattle's rate of
not being with us anymore.
yeah, but you did it to yourself is so high. Because it is literally, it rains every single day. It's cloudy every single day there.
But see, like at that point, you can't do anything about
And it's
that.
a really pretty city too.
Seattle's very
It's
pretty.
such a beautiful, like when it's sunny, it is so pretty. It's on the water. Like it's very it's on the water and it's city, but it's also very connected with nature because of the woodlands there.
You got a little bit of everything.
It's beautiful, but it's cloudy every single day.
I want to go back to San Francisco
I've never been to San Fran.
because we drove, well, not drove. We were on a boat ride and we went under the bridge. But next time I go, I want to drive on the bridge.
Golden Gate?
Yeah.
I don't want to go to San Francisco.
Really?
Nope.
I think it's so fun.
They have problems, and I don't want to talk about their problems, but I don't like their problems.
Oh, I remember what you told me.
Yeah, they have problems.
They have no. Well, thankfully, I had a. What's because my uncle doesn't live in the city. He
Mhm.
lives outside
Oh,
San
okay.
Francisco.
That's how my aunt is with New
And
York.
it was very nice because you get to drive into the city, you get to explore a little bit about it. And then the houses, though, they reminded me so much of Up.
Of Up. They remind me, they're just all full house houses.
Everything's just so steep.
Yeah.
I was like, we're about to roll. I was like, we're about to roll down the hill.
Yeah.
But I think I want to go back. I want to go to Napa Valley. That's where we went last time. But obviously,
with all the wineries and stuff.
I was chiquilina, so I couldn't really enjoy my wine because I didn't really know. Honestly, I don't think I would.
She's like, bleh,
I'm like, ugh. I'm like,
bleh.
yeah, no, because I just remember it being like a lot of red wine.
Yeah.
And it's very tart.
I want to go to the forest that has the really big trees. As the redwood
The
trees.
Amazon? Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. It's in California.
Wait, no. Wait, the Amazon's not even a forest.
Yes, it is.
It's a
It's a rainforest.
jungle.
Yeah, it's a rainforest.
Oh my god, guys, I'm sounding so
A
stupid
jungle?
right now. Oh no.
A jungle is a type of forest.
I
Mom.
know,
It's-
I'm so sorry.
but-
I am so sorry.
It's a rainforest.
I knew that.
Did you know? Okay. Did you know that Washington is a rainforest? Also,
Yes.
It's a different type of
Yes,
rainforest.
I'm pretty sure they filmed some of like Breaking Dawn and Eclipse. And
Oh yeah, it
Twilight
was all
there.
filmed in like Oregon and Washington.
I knew that.
I knew that.
Oh, that was mean. That was mean.
But no, there's the redwood forest. The big trees, like they literally like some of the trees cut out. They cut holes into them to where cars can drive through them because the trees are so big.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I want to go there.
Wait, what's it called again?
Redwood forest.
Redwood.
I think it's redwood.
No, I've only heard of bluewood.
Yeah.
Bluewood forest. Redwood.
Yeah, mira. Look at the size of the tree.
That is so pretty.
Look. It's people.
Bro, I'm sorry.
There's like 12 people holding hands like around a tree.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This gives me like Harry Potter vibes, you know?
Yeah, it gives me like Star Wars trees vibes.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Yeah, I want to go there. And I want to go to Lake Tahoe, which is on Utah and California border.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to go there. That's it. Washington is our next.
No, that's in Cali.
No, but I want like Washington. Like I also.
Oh, like the Northwest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drove through there when I was little, but I don't really remember much of it.
If we could visit,
I remember seeing a lizard, and then we tried to take a picture with it, and it ran away.
what was what was like a pet that you had that wasn't very, common, or did you just have like
hermit
dogs?
Crab?
Really?
I told you I had a hermit crab. His name was Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah, and you told me
he had a Spider-Man shell.
Spider-Man. Wait, how was it again? I remember I wanted one, but my mom was like, "No, you don't know how to take care of anything." And I was like,
Stevie Wonder. I don't know if he lived.
What do you mean?
My mom made me get rid of him. I told you about this. My mom made me get rid of my hermit crab because it was making my room stink, which I went like nose blind to it. I just couldn't smell it anymore. And she said it stunk super bad. But it's because and I took care of him. Like I fed him, I sprayed him. You got to spray him every so often. Like in their things, he had water, he had food. He was very well taken care of. He was pretty cool. Like I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, but it's a hermit crab. It's not like you can play with it or anything like that. Like you can take it out, but I mean,
you could just watch.
He might pinch the hell out of you. And so my mom was like, "You got to get rid of the thing," and I was like, "Dang it!" So I was like, "Fine." And the way my house is like the land that my house is on backs up to like a pasture, and so I put Stevie in a cup. And
you didn't tell me this.
Yes, I did. I took him back there and into pasture.
You just threw him?
I didn't know what to do. My mom said I had to get rid of him, and
Your mom didn't give you options?
Like, we couldn't give him to anyone. I gave him his best chance, okay? His best chance at survival.
A crab is not going to survive.
I don't know. I don't know if he survived or not, but I gave him his best chance. Well, I probably should have just like let him on the ground and let him go. Dude, but I went and threw him. And so if he survived the fall, I don't think he even survived like far past that because of the summer and it was dry. And he needs water. Like he has to have water to survive.
It's a crab.
And so I kind of like left it up to Jesus and him to figure out whether he lived or not.
Sad. No, that's so bad.
It is bad.
I didn't know you threw him.
I was also like 13. So
you're old.
Yeah, that's old enough to be nice, but at the same time, like my mom said, you got to get rid of him. I said, okay. It's so bad.
That is very bad. I think
I wanted turtles.
I had a turtle.
I had a turtle when I was really little and he escaped and we lost him and we never found him.
You know Bijan's turtle?
I haven't seen it, but I know you've told me.
Bijan has a turtle and he's had that turtle for years.
Yeah.
And I had to get rid of my turtle. So I gave him my turtle. And then one day when I went to go visit him, the turtle was gone. And I was like, where's my turtle? He's like, oh, they made up some story. Later on, I found out his turtle ate the turtle I gave him. Because Keep in mind the turtle he has, like she's like this big. It's a girl. Okay, I
Yeah.
know that. She's like this big. And my turtle was the little one.
Like a little box turtle.
And I was like, what was the
Okay.
turtle like? Crunch, crunch.
I haven't told you about my hamster.
No.
I told you about Chester the hamster. She doesn't listen to me, guys. I'm done.
Just kidding. This is why we do
Um,
podcasts. I can look back at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
Wait,
replaying things.
didn't he die?
Yes. So I was little. I had a hamster. His name was Chester. And I was playing with him. Like I had him out. I was playing with him and stuff. We had dogs too. We had 3 dogs.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. We had 3 dogs, and the dogs wanted to come inside. I was playing with Chester. I wasn't thinking, and I let the dogs inside while I'm playing with my hamster. That's like the biggest. That's like a rat and 3 dogs. Like the dogs are gonna go after it, and the dogs are big dogs. And he jumped out of my hands and ran into the other room and got into the corner behind, like, it was like an entertainment center or something. And the dogs are like in the corner and stuff. And I was like 5, mind you.
Okay.
I was like 4 or 5, so it's not like I was older this time. And I was like, Lance, like the dogs are trying to eat Chester. And all I know is I was told that Chester had a heart attack and we buried him in the front yard. But I remember there being like fur everywhere and stuff. Or like I got told he had a heart attack. My dad was like, yeah, Chester had a heart attack because the dog scared him, and so we buried him in the front yard.
Did you?
Hold on. No. Fast forward like 10, 11 years, sitting down at a restaurant eating with my cousins and my brother, and I was like, yeah. I was telling him about Chester, like the story, and he was like, oh yeah. He was like, yeah, we came over that day, and there was fur and blood everywhere, and
It's so graphic.
and he was like, what happened? Like, asked my dad, and my dad was like, the dogs got the hamster.
So you weren't present at the funeral?
I guess not. I don't know, dude. I was little. I don't remember.
That's so sad.
Yeah, Chester got eaten by my dogs.
I don't have any tragic
Yeah, that was
pet
tragic,
stories,
dude.
but my most interesting pets were grasshoppers in a shoebox in my room.
How long did you keep them? Like weeks, right?
Yeah, and my mom
They
said,
died, right?
dude, grasshoppers don't last more than 2 days.
Yeah.
And
Well, also when you keep them in a box in AC,
it was a Converse shoebox.
what did they have grass to eat?
Yes, I gave them.
They have water?
I'm pretty sure. I gave him a good. No, just kidding. No, I had like a
You
little.
should.
I know. I remember. I had the water bottle lids, and I would put water there.
Oh my god. I
That
was
was-
giving them this much water every 3
Just
days.
No, there was several lids. Okay, it wasn't just that. And I had snails.
And you had snails.
Bijan gave me snails, and
Yeah.
those were stinky.
Yeah, that's what my mom said about the hermit crab. I didn't smell it, but
You became blind to it.
yeah.
So to end it off, what I don't know if I've asked this question before. Like
Mhm.
what pet would you want? Like, like a pet that you're like, okay, like high maintenance or just not a convenient pet to have.
It's because I want an axolotl, but they are high maintenance.
I want one too.
They're so cool. But at the same time, it's just one of those pets where you just look at it. I don't know. I just like dogs. That's what I've learned.
I don't know. The
Like
more I look
maybe
at Ella,
if we
I'm
get
like,
really curious, I'm like, I'll get a cat, but like, I'm not even huge on cats. I don't like cats unless they act like dogs. So I'm like, then there's like that, and I'm like,
So you would
I don't
want
know.
the
There's nothing like
axolotl?
my Lance, my brother had a bird.
Oh.
Also, that bird died. They said like it got in the Lysol or something.
When
Like,
she told us this story.
yeah, she was like, it died. But the thing was an asshole. Like, it would bite you and shit. Like, it wasn't nice.
It
It
was
only liked Courtney.
interesting.
It would fly to Courtney and like land on her shoulder and stuff. Besides that, it was an asshole.
An I don't know.
They have a
cute
cat
faces.
now, by the way. They have a cat and then they have other dogs.
They have another dog?
All of their dogs.
Oh.
Like, they're like 3 or 4.
I was like, another
They
one.
had 4.
They have 4. They have
They have the 2
kids.
white ones and then Lottie and Zeke.
I
yeah.
think that is so cute.
It was Coyote, Lottie, Zeke, and I don't know the other one's name.
I I don't
And then
know,
the
but
cat also.
I just know they're cute.
I don't know. They've always been animal people. They used to like rescue dogs and shit off the side of the road.
They're so sweet.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just a dog guy.
But maybe an axolotl in the future.
Maybe an axolotl, but I doubt it.
I don't know, guys.
They're also expensive, dude.
We couldn't even keep our fish alive.
Yeah, our fish died, so I'm scared of killing a $200 axolotl.
No, bro. We will do our research and
Yeah.
make sure we have everything.
That thing is gonna be ready.
I want a horse.
Oh well, I didn't think about. Yeah, I think a horse would be cool, but
I'm gonna have a horse and a mini cow.
a miniature cow.
My birthday's coming up,
Okay.
so mini cow.
Oh, maybe a pig.
A pig?
Yeah, I told you about Puddles, right? Mason's pig.
Yes. Does he still have him?
No, he died. Puddles passed away. Dude, he was like 10 though.
Rest in peace,
He was
Puddle.
old.
The Puddle went into a drought.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was supposed to be a miniature pig, and he got to like a potbelly pig size, which if you know what that means, he was supposed to be like this big, and he got like this big.
So he was the same shape, just a little.
He was supposed to be this big, and he got this big.
He went from font 12 to font
35.
That's creepy.
He was a big ass pig, and he was low key scary because like every once in a while he had tusk because I mean he's a pig and pigs have tusk, and he would charge at you with tusk. And dude, that
he's like
Mason said he had hit his leg before and it hurt. Dude, it made him bleed and stuff.
Well, I mean it's a tusk. I don't.
But yeah, no, Puddles was actually dope as hell.
Oh.
He used to lay down in like their laundry room, and we were upstairs, and you could hear him. He go. Like in the middle of the night, and we said he had PTSD, and those were his war cries. He was just remembering the war, the pig war.
That's crazy. So a pig. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Low key pigs are like if we got an actual manager, he was a potbelly.
You know who has a pig? I think I've told you. My mom's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
They're
has.
cool.
I don't want one though.
Okay. Well,
unless we have like
tweets
a farm.
What about
unless
ducks?
we have a ranch.
Do you like ducks?
Dude, I think I would have too much beef with the duck.
Ducks are fun too.
I want a chicken. I want
I
eggs.
had a pet duck, but it lived at my grandma's house.
No, yo solo quiero un caballo y una vaca.
And he had a little afro. He had like it looked like he had an afro, but it was like a bun. Like he looked like he had a bun, essentially. He had a little fuzz spot that was like off of his head.
Little bun.
I don't even remember what I named him, honestly.
I'm a simple girl. I just want a horse and a mini cow.
It's fair.
With expensive taste, obviously, because those aren't cheap to take care of. So,
yeah.
But it's okay. I'll worry about that eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
But I want to get this video uploaded tomorrow, so I will work on that tomorrow.
Or an hour 20.
It's already my bedtime.
Yeah, it's your bedtime.
Dude, I'm like going on airplane mode right now. But I hope you have a good rest of your day. Make sure like, subscribe,
comment down below. Here, what should they comment? Comment if you were going to get an unusual pet, what would it be? Yeah. So we know you made it to the end of the video. And then also make sure you go follow our TikTok at 2Ps TWOOPEASS.
Look at you. You got it down. I did start implementing the social media at the beginning.
Yeah. But I'm still gonna plug it at the end. So
yeah, it's all about, honestly, we're the best form of plugging.
Yeah.
Of plugging.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.